Also, while you're on this bridge, there are no encounters. You cannot get an encounter on a bridge. Want to be careful here because you can find an Ironite and they will just annihilate you if you're not careful. Oh, look, an Ironite. Well, I be damned. Don't think this will be enough to kill it. Nowhere near. That's what I'm worried about. Oh. Okie dokie. Scary, 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 scary. Right, I need to put these on. Don't need to put you on. Never mind. Well, no, I don't. Our next level cap is 14. Albeit, could be, even though we're fighting Gizmo Luke next at 16, Beatrix is level 14. We're coming here because the water here recovers our HP and MP, so it's a free tent. And it saves me having to use mine. We are going to be doing some Chocobo Hot and Cold, and there are some rules to this, unfortunately. So once I get the Chocobo unlocked, right. So, Chocobo Hot and Cold. We have a few rules for Chocobo Hot and Cold. Now, much like the Festival of the Hunt, speed up does not affect the timer, so you cannot speed up, which means it is going to be a very long process. That's pretty much it. You can't do anything else about that. And then when it comes to the chocographs we're going to get, there's some more rules I've added. I'll talk about them a bit later when I get them. But for now, let's start digging. This will be a great way to get easy money as well. You can sell stuff or get as many items as you can. For 60 gil, you can get some good items that are normally quite expensive. Like I think eye drops are 150 normally. That's fantastic. We've already gotten this chocograph. Oh, okay. Don't like it when I'm this lucky, because that means the rest of the game could be absolutely terrible. Come on. Right, here we go. This is what happens with me. I can never find it. And when I do find it, if I find it, it's going to be something lackluster. An antidote. But that's fantastic. So we found the chocograph straight away. So, chocographs. For those who don't know, chocographs are a quick way to get items and equipment. You get given a picture of an area, and you have to go there with Choco and dig it up, and you can get some good abilities, good equipment really early on. And Chocobo Hard Cold is by far the quickest way to break yourself in this game. So there is, as soon as you hit this 2, well, not even that. as soon as you beat Gizamaluke, you can get yourself a Chocograph down here straight away, what gives you access to the Oak Staff for Vivi, which then gives him Bio, which is by far the most overpowered spell in Final Fantasy IX. It's really cheap, it's just non-elemental damage, and it can poison, and it's just really effective at every fight. It's pretty much better than Flare. It's stupid. I say it's better than Flare because it's cheaper than Flare. Flare will still do more damage, most likely, anyway, because it's got a higher magic power, spell power when it's used. But it's just because Flare is only found through like buying or from Chocographs, I believe, anyway. Come on, here we go again. So there are rules happening for Chocographs. Cool. So a few rules I've got for Chocographs is basically very simple. When it comes to Chocographs, let's have a look. You see at the top, it says Chocobo ability field. Now, certain Chocographs require different abilities. So you got field, reefs, mountain, ocean, and sky. So how I set it up is so in disc 1 you can only find Chocographs what only require the field ability. In disc 2 you're allowed to find Chocographs with the reef ability. Disc 3, before they get the airship, you can get mountain Chocographs, and after you get the airship you're allowed to get the ocean graphs even. Along with that, because once you get the reef chocobo, you almost have access to get into the lagoon once you get the boat, the ship. You are allowed to enter the chocobo lagoon in disc 2. In disc 3, you can get yourself the sky chocobo, the golden chocobo, but you cannot go to the chocobo air garden until disc 4, and you can't get the sky chocographs until disc 4. Otherwise, you're making the game insanely easy on yourself. You'll have access to Ragnarok, which is one of the strongest weapons in the game outside of Excalibur 2 and Excalibur, and it's really unfair at that point. It gives you access to Shock, I think. So that's how I'm planning it around. That way you can't overpower yourself too fast. You can't get yourself a Robe of Lords in Disc 1 if you were to grind up to 10,000 points. God help me if you did. Or God help you if you did, I should say. Because you're not allowed to speed up, so that's a bit of a nightmare in my opinion. And I have tested it. With a 3 times speed up, if you just play this on 3 times speed up, you can get 10,000 points in half an hour. You can really break the game with this, and it's not that fair. I don't know why they didn't bother affecting the timer with this, because in Final Fantasy VII, when you speed up, the timer speeds up too. Where are you? Oh, dear. I didn't see it. I've lost. Wow, terrible, isn't it? It's here, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, of course it's there. Oh. Right. So this might take a while, so feel free to stay and have a chat. When it goes into YouTube, it will be edited a bit, so I will speed through this. It'll be on speed up. once it's edited, because I don't think anyone wants to watch this for half the entire video. So that 64 could have been a chocograph, but it could also have been 200 gil, 100 gil. Now, fun fact: there is one item what's worth the most points in the entire Chocobo Hot and Cold game, and it's 1 gil. 1 gil is worth the most points because it's got the highest dig rate. It's bizarre. But also, as you keep doing Chocobo Hot and Cold, you will level up the beak of Choco, and that means you'll dig deeper every hit. If I can find an example, come on. So I'm digging at 10 per hit. 200 gil, nice. As you level up, it goes up by 1. When you upgrade your Chocobo into another form, it gets stronger, and also they get faster. I just found a Chocograph piece, which is fantastic. Finding Chocographs or Chocograph pieces is almost guaranteed to get you at least 1 level, so that's fantastic. Chocograph pieces are fantastic because they are kind of locked to progress in the game. So there's 6 of them in total. You can only get so many of them at a certain point in the game. Once you hit a certain progress point in the game, they become available to dig up. So essentially, you can't actually get all 6 until you've got in the airship anyway. Where are you? Oh, you're there. Phoenix Pinions are great because if you need money, that's 1,000 gil to sell. It's also good for Eiko to learn summon. But, I mean, you'll rarely be using Phoenix. Where are we? It's fun. It's funny. I've seen a lot of people say objectively, Chocobo Hot and Cold is the best mini game in the series. And I mean, if Lux was here, he'd definitely tell me it's Blitzball because as much like I'm a Final Fantasy 9 diehard, a tryhard and extreme fan, Lux is a Final Fantasy 10 extreme fan, and he's obsessed with Blitzball. I mean, he really wants Blitzball in Final Fantasy 14. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but I'm sure that, or he wants a Blitzballer to be a job. I mean, there's a Final Fantasy 8 Chocobo mini game, and I absolutely hate it. If you want to get to Chocobo, if you want to get to like the Chocobo Paradise, you have to try and collect a Chocobo from every other forest in the game, and it's a nightmare because it's a very annoying mini game where you have to whistle to get a small Chocobo to show up, a Chicobo. Oof. Right, I'm getting some money back, so that's not a big issue. But my RNG is shockingly bad. The fact that I haven't found another trigograph yet is a bit upsetting. I'm after 5 tropographs in specifically. One we already get automatically. So there's technically 4 specifically, but one's always guaranteed. And then I want there's 4 more. There's Between Mountains, there's Healing Shore, and then there's 2 more what I can't get until Disc 2 in this run. They're the only ones I want at the moment. Any others are extras or aren't really worth having yet. A 90? What in the hell? I don't think I've ever found that before. That is amazing. Well, that's some easy money. Maybe that's the best one then. But I was told it was 1 gig. I don't think it is. I think it's 10,000. That got me a level as well. I mean, if it don't give me the most points, it definitely gives me the most money. So I think that's a better. I think that's a better reward. I still want a chocograph. Give me a chocograph, please. That was lucky. I can't. I found 50 kills straight after. Fantastic. Oh, that's amazing. So yeah, we have 100 for hour to smash my hand against the desk. So we have points we can buy stuff with. So we can get some more Gissel greens if we need them. Which I'm gonna buy some more anyway. Phoenix Pinions or Ether Vildrance card. The only way to get the card, I believe. Protect Ring and the Robe of Lords. No point buying this. You can't do anything to get Aberrant, so don't buy it. Robe of Lords is the very best robe for mage characters in the game. And it's the only robe in the game that doesn't have a weakness to fire. Protect Ring is really good, but this will really make the game really easy, so we're not bothering with that. Oh, that is some money. Oh, and yet we still haven't found a trogograph again. What is this? So we probably got the rarest dig possible, but we still haven't found another trogograph. This would definitely be sped up, by the way. Might be here for a while. Maybe I should go get it and then come back. It might reset my RNG. I'm not actually sure how the RNG works for this, so I'm basically talking out of my ass about that. Right, let's go get the stream side one. Oop, no. So stream side, so we need to go find it. It's pretty much here. The very first one's around here. You'll always get this one first, and it'll give you some good stuff. So we just got the German boots, which you don't get until you don't actually get the German boots until Bermesia. So that's a really good thing to have. Fantastic, it gives it extra health. It also gives us alert, so we can no longer get back attacked, which is vital. Turn speed up off before we forget. Right, I would take just getting 2 trichographs. I don't want my entire stream just be chocobo hot and cold. But you see, we're getting higher levels, so at one point we're going to get to the point where we'll be digging up really quickly. So you know what? We might start getting the cap. So if you manage to find 4 items in the within the minute, you get an extra 10 seconds for bonus to keep going. I'm not even being able to find another. Where? There. If you find 8, you're forced to stop, and then you get given bonus rewards. In the idea that you get extra points, and you get extra, and you might get 1 or 2 beak levels. The faster you finish it, the more points you get, and the more beak levels you might get. Which is why speed up makes it so easy to get the 10,000 points, because you're going to constantly be getting hundreds of points every dig practically. It gets really stressful when you can't find what you want. Two echo screens and an eye drop. I mean, if it has to, I'll be here for a while if I have to be. I'm not that bothered. But I will also stop if I find the chocograph I want straight away, and I'll come back later for the others because I want to progress the story. So there you go, again, 10 seconds. Got it. Also, as long as you can get to 0 as the timer goes down to 0, you should get the item. It won't stop you from getting it. Well, let's keep going. Oh, please be a chocograph, please. Yes. What should be one of the ones I can't get, though? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, if it's ones that require having a reach choker bow, not offended. If I get the third choker graph in the list, I will be offended. Because that one can't be gotten until, I want to say, halfway through disc 2 at the earliest, and you require a mountain chocobo, or you need the airship in disc 3. You either get the mountain chocobo or you wait until disc 3. But considering you can't get the mountain, I mean, yes, actually I can get a mountain chocobo, I just can't do anything with it. Nice. So I have sped this part up. This was a long hour's worth of chocobo hot and cold. My RNG was just not with it today. Normally I can find most of the chocographs I want within 10-20 minutes, even without speed up. This was over an hour's worth of hot and cold. It wasn't all bad. I found a lot of items, which saved me money. But also, I also found 10,000 gil, which I think is one of the rarest rewards to get. So that's great. That saved me a lot of time later on during this too. But other than that, enjoy what you see. It is very fast, you're not going to see what's going on. But it was either that or watch this for an hour long. And I don't really want to put you through that. I don't want to put myself through that. So when we come back, we'll be outside Gizem Luke. Right, so that was about an hour's worth of chocobo hot and cold at normal speed, which is a bit painful. We did get the healing shore, which is fantastic. That means we can upgrade Choco later on. We also did get the small beach chocograph, which means we can get the oak staff. So in disc 2, VV gets a lot stronger. I mean, so that gives us a lot of breathing room for later on. I'm going to do a quick check on my items. So yeah, that's good. We got plenty of Gissel greens. I got quite a few actually. Holy. Got some potions, high potions. I found a few elixirs. I even found 10,000 gil, which is amazing. I don't think I've ever found 10,000 gil in my Chocobo Hot and Cold. But you know what? We will take that. We always want money. We've got to have money. So that's great. Now, before you go in, that's fine. Before you go into Gizmo's Grotto, you need to be aware, as soon as you enter here, you can no longer go back into Dragon's Gate. Really? Once you enter Gizmo's Grotto, you can no longer go to Dragon's Gate. So if you want to buy any equipment here, you need to do it before you go to Gizmo's Grotto. If you want to buy any items from the merchant here, you got to do it now. We got a few tents, which is fine. I always want some money. So yeah, see, I'm already quite good now. If you want to go up top, and then if you want to go to the top and get some more blue magic, you can get Mustard Balm, level 3 defenseless, and Limit Glove. You need to do it now. I don't recommend it because you don't really want to keep Quinner at level at 1 HP at any point, really. But other than that, I don't think I'm really too fussed with what I've got. I think I'm happy with what I've got. The level cap here is 14, so we're going to grind inside. So let's go. Oh, no worries, Will. I'm not expecting you to talk constantly. That's my job, and I'm terrible at that too. Right. So Gizmo Grotto has been destroyed by black mages. Like it's all been burnt to cinders and just rampant destruction. We want to be careful here because the black mages can be kind of scary. They count humanoids, so if you've got Man-Eater on, you can use that to your advantage. I didn't realize that at first. I thought they were more demons, but I guess I'm not. If I start calling them demons, that means I'm calling Vivi a demon. That's a bit harsh. They're good to steal from because they do have tents. Ah, Quinn are doing random damage. Yay. Ow. Vivi and Thickums are wearing cotton robes, so they take 50% more fire damage, which is not great. However, the black mages are the only things here what can do fire damage to you. So after this point, they're not that dangerous. Good. At least someone else besides me is enjoying the stream. Ideally, I will learn Bandit before I fight Gizmaluke because I want Bandit. Bandit is by far the MVP ability. Oh, well, there we go. It is the MVP ability you want in this fight, in this game. It also means I can rely on Soul. I can have Soul Blade on now, and if I don't get a tent off on Gizmaluke, I can always use Soul Blade to make it blind. I'm still annoyed that Freya learns Dragon Killer here. But there is no dragons you can actually kill besides Ionine Serpions, and maybe Grand Dragons if you're suicidal. I'm gonna pay attention to the health. Stole tent. Nope. Nope. Freya stays in the air. Not putting back down. Right. Thank you. Yeah. Had a bit of a brain moment go there. Undead Killer could be great here. Bird Killer is important here. I'm going to be right back quickly. I just need to go to the toilet. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, you know what? Next time, next time I do a Final Fantasy 9 or a Final Fantasy run, I'll start doing some name from Monty Python. We'll have bigger stickers. Right. Anyway, so we go to this one first because there is a bronze vest here, which will teach us jelly, which we're gonna want because if we get petrified, we're counting that as a death, and we don't want that. We're not gonna have ad status on. Take that off. Don't need this. Don't need really that. We don't need this yet, though. Actually, if we don't need it yet, we'll keep that on. So we talk to this one. But yeah, so I don't actually know Monty Python very well. I know about, obviously, Bigger Stickers, and then, what's it? Incontinentia. Don't know how I'm going to spell that. So you got the skeleton, they are undead. Not too scary. They cast thunder, and they can do whale slash, which doesn't really do much. I most likely will definitely be avoiding fighting the lamias. I'm gonna have to watch the Monty Python movies at one point. The only one I've watched anything about was back in RE, and that sounds daft. Right, so you have two more options for the bells here. We don't take the far right one. I used to always take the far right one, but it's not worth the effort because when you're traveling back and forth between this area and, well, the previous outer world and the next part, going all the way around is just annoying and you're more likely to get encounters. So you always take the middle one. Right, so we want to be careful in here. I want to stay healed up. Um, Quick check for me though, Will. Can you just check? Well, if you type something, can you just check? Can we just check if my chat log is coming up? My chat. I don't know if my chat box is showing up. Yeah, it is. Never mind. Never mind. I can see it now. It's fine. Thank you. So this Moogle and just got married here, and as she got married, the Jesters decided to cast magic and drop the bell on them. She escaped. The husband didn't. Couldn't get her out. Couldn't get him out. My words. But she smells a Cooper nut on us, and we give it to her. And when he finds out we have a Cooper nut, he apparently has the strength to just smash it open. I love it. Also, slightly weird how they want to differentiate female Moogles from male Moogles. So females are wearing like a vest or a skirt, and male ones wear nothing. So are the male ones just naked? Right, so we're gonna go down here. There's a Magus hat here hiding right here. This is fantastic because what it does, we don't care about feather hat. We don't care about all that. Razor's wind, he doesn't use wind ever, so that's fine. This raises ice magic, so this becomes ridiculously strong later. John Cleese is currently on a tour where he jokes he might die for it. Finishes it looks incredible, so fair enough. Oh, I saw on Facebook, but it's probably a bit too political. A what was it? 26, 27-year-old reviewer watched Faulty Tower for the first time and was positive, not positively, was absolutely shocked the by the offensive jokes told in Faulty Towers. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not defending offensive jokes, but we're going back to the 70s. A lot of our content in these, but a lot of our content was offensive. It is our way of comedy. Not saying it's right, but you're watching something from the 70s, 80s. Expect to see some really bad content. Right, Lamias, scary, scary, scary. If it uses might, I might just flee. Well, why did you cure that? Okay, sure. You cure that. You didn't take any damage. Yeah, so Lamia is scary because when it takes damage, it might do this. It casts might on itself, which significantly raises its attack power, and then it can just start one-shotting at one point if you're not careful. I did do quite a bit of damage, so it might be good enough. Yeah. Right. Jump. Entice. Don't like that. Right, this is dangerous. But Iron Man 2 is confused. If he hits anybody. Thank you for missing. Why did I cast fire? Come on, Spear, please. Holy. Oh. This could wipe me back to Lindblom. Oh my god. I don't think it can survive now. It hasn't cured since the beginning for some bizarre reason. Thank. Oh my god. Lammies are scary because they can make themselves so strong they can one-shot even everybody. They can confuse you, and if a confused character hits a friendly party member, it counts as a back attack, and so it does. I think it's 50% more damage. It might be double. It's not nice. You can one shot. Even Vivi can one shot in the early levels. I found out. Vivi can one shot if you're like level 1, 2, or 3. Right up here, there is something. So I think I'm gonna. Right, this is fine. The only thing a bit annoying about this is they can. The bugs can basically berserk you, which isn't a big deal. I'd rather they didn't. My accuracy is shocking, apparently. Oh, I might still be able to eat them. I might still be able to eat it. Nope, never mind. Oh, I did not see your health. Oh dear. Oh, leave him alone. Leave Thickums alone. Thickums doesn't deserve this. I'm gonna frog drop you. I have a plan. That plan has failed because I don't get to stop him. Oh, I do. Haha. So I want to see if I can eat it. I can't remember if it has anything. We will never know. Okay, cool. Nice. That's not the best. Okay. That's not a great way to get Vanish. Vanish is a nightmare to get from them. Because they can berserk you, and there's another boss, there's another monster later what can do the same thing. And it has Master Magic. And Master Magic is really nice to have. Master Magic, if it hits, brings them down to 1 HP instantly. And you can take advantage of that to eat everything. So, we're probably not going to stay too long. I am probably going to. Actually, I'm going to stick you in the back row, actually. We're not going to stay in this area too long because if we get this monstrosity to show up, I'm not fighting it. We're leaving. We are leaving. You can jump though. Sorry, yesterday we're going. Bye. Bye. We're not staying for this. So we are gonna grind here. Because you can only fight skeletons and the hornets here. I don't think I see four of these. Chocobo Hot Control is fantastic just for that one thing. We are just going to auto this part. Cool. Go kill up and learn. I want to be able to move on to this because man-eater is going to be really important. You can learn this now. You can't learn anything from that. You've already learned everything from that. You have. Yeah. We're not going to grind up to level 14 because we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to fight in Bermesia, so we don't want to get past that level cap. So ideally, what I want to get from this is just enough experience to get myself to maybe 11, at least to 11 with Vivi and Sedan, because they're always going to be high level at the moment. I do like how they made the ability buzz make you berserk because everyone knows they hate the sound of flies buzzing around. That was bug killer, bird killer. Sorry. Right, that's wind. What's the one that gives me resistance to water? It is bronze, but I shouldn't need it. In all fairness. Hmm. I haven't got undead killer on you, oh dear. That would help, wouldn't it? That would very much help. Haha. Oh, finally got the petrify off. So Quina's weapon, the needle fork, has petrify as a status effect. So with add status on, I can actually potentially every now and then do petrify it. I think it's like a 10% chance to petrify it every time I attack it. And if you petrify an enemy, you don't get experience, but you still get ability points for it. So if you ever do like low level runs, you try and maximize that basically. And we will be taking advantage of something similar to that later with stop, because we're going to have a lot of forced encounters. I think I counted it. It's about 8 or 9 forced encounters. Right, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. We're going to move on. ring the bell. And I think you'll like this, Will. If you talk to Maguta, who loves coupon say you don't like them. He's very honest. I hate you. But you need to say, yes, you do. Because then he likes you. Yeah, so Mugby, the wife, wears a blazer on the top. It's like, is that how we differentiate? Right. So everyone's fully healed. We don't need bug. We don't need undead. You're not having that on. You can have that on. So, and you're going to joke at me again. I know you are. Is it this one? Is it this one? No. Me trying to remember how to use my window capture. This one. Yeah. So, to take you, let's quickly just check over on the guide. So, Gears and Luke's level 16, 3,175 health. Not a dragon, which really annoys me. It is not a dragon. We are going to take advantage of a tent strategy. So when you use a tent on an enemy or on yourself in battle, it will heal you for maximum health, apparently nowadays. But you have a 50% chance of getting blindness, darkness, poison, and silenced. Now, you can use this on Gizmaluk, and if you use it on Gizmaluk, you have the opportunity to put darkness, silence, and poison on them. Now, the poison won't last, but it'll still do some tick damage, which is nice. Darkness and silence are fantastic because it likes to cast some water. We have equipped everyone but Freya with equipment what resists water, but Freya will be in the air so much she shouldn't get hit by any of it. But once he's silenced, we don't have to worry about water ever again because it won't heal it. He has 3 items he wants to heal. We really want the ice staff, honestly. But it's still a dragon. Charizard's not a dragon now. Doesn't deserve to be a dragon. And I'm sticking to that. Charizard doesn't deserve to be anything. So, once we leave here, Maguto will give us the Holy Bell. Which lets us go talk to Gizmaluk. I say talk. Encounter. Right. This shouldn't be too bad. Salty about that. Oh, gotta have auto attack on. Yes, cure. Yes, you cure. Yes, you cure. Flee. Flee. I mean, I agree. I love Bulbasaur. Out of the Gen 1 starters, Bulbasaur is at the top, without a doubt. Right. Gizmo also has the ability, if you use magic on him, to counter it with Silent Voice, which will put silence on yourself. Not that big a deal. Still can't believe it's not a dragon. We pray for the 50-50. Nice. So all it can do now is crash. But with darkness on, chances to hit has been reduced. So now we can just basically keep stealing while Freya jumps. I didn't pay attention to how much damage that did. 3175, isn't it? Without bird kill, it's normally about 11. Yeah, okay, it's still about that, right? I think they're pretty much a fight. The 10th strike is pretty good. If you didn't have the 10th strike, you could always just put Soul Blade on with use Soul Blade with the ogre to guarantee a darkness proc. If you use the butterfly sword, I think that's silence. Might be poison. No, it's silence. Because the rune tooth is poison. Mega's hat. You know what? Hey, 24 damage. We are really going to try for this. It's a 6.25% chance, so a 1 in 16 chance to steal it. If we don't get it, I'll be kind of sad. Yeah, probably hold back on the attacks for now. We've got unlucky with these crashes. Normally they always hit, even through darkness. Oh, that does a miss. I just saw it for the first time. So you can only use focus about 5 times, and it doesn't do anything anymore. And it raises your magic stat, which makes it really good. It just says miss, but you can barely see it say miss with the camera angle. So it's level 16, so I can't do anything with it. I could do frog drop. Here, have a frog. So you're gonna do like 60 damage. It might cast. Oh, I thought it would do silent voice there. Right. Well, I'm not going to speed up on boss fights because it's not there. I do want the Blizzara. I want the Ice Dash and then Blizzara, because then I can quickly get through the Beatrix fight. It finally hit for 78 damage. I'll do another jump. I don't think we're near that point yet where it's going to die. This is generally how I find like the 9 goes. You just kind of keep playing. You just don't do anything until you get all the items to steal. Kind of boring. kind of how it works. This is just bad luck in my case. I normally get the ice dash pretty quickly. 1 in 16 chance, they say. I'm worried I'll kill it with another hit. Did it just counter? Oh, it can counter. Back row 264. Oh. Wow. Can't hold on to it for long. This is really. Jeez. It's not normally this bad to get the ice staff. I guess winning all that money wasn't great for me in the end. I might have to sack the ice staff. I can't keep. Oh, well, I guess one trance gauge. That's fine. Why not? No, it's time to go. Can't keep this. And if this doesn't kill him, I'll be shocked. Yeah. Can't stay there that long on the ice staff. It's just not feasible. Bit of a shame. I'll get one in this too. So it does mean it does very much mean I'm not gonna be able to instantly deal with Beatrix, so a lot of Phoenix Downs are gonna be used. Meanwhile, they're still here. You're not gonna learn on dead. I don't know why I'm bothering to learn on dead with you, but it's fine. Steiner is on the way back to Alexandria. Under the guys are gonna go help build the South Gate back up. While you're here, make sure you pick this up. That's a weapon for Dagger, and it actually allows her to actually be useful in a fight. So right now we need to basically try and get past this area without anyone being able to see what's going on. Because basically, Dagger is inside the bag. She's hiding in the bag because there's the Regents put out a missing poster basically. So she's hiding in the bag full of Gissel pickles, which the short guard here doesn't like at all. Yeah, yeah, they actually go across, and then she's like, please don't look around." And actually known as Miss Shiv. If you need items, you can buy them here from Altair. I am a bit upset I didn't get that ice. I didn't get that ice rod, ice staff. But hey ho, things happen. We're gonna give her that now because she can do that. So chemist is great for her. She can scan. Mine's doing that. Yeah. Chemist is fantastic because it doubles all healing potency in battle. So a potion heals 150, with chemist it's 300. High potions go up to from 450 to 900. And ether recovers 150, I think, in battle. So now it goes up to 300. So which is fine. Most mages don't have more than 400 at most, I think. All right. That is absolutely fine. I don't know what I need. I know I need man. I'll put that on. I'm going to travel over here quickly. A lot of the south and north gates will have chests you can get. There's only one I know if you can't get chests from, and that's the one to do with Baku and his crew, where you get that healing item earlier. That one's always taken. Hello. I think I should still do pretty decent damage though, so. Taste bad. So usually, if you get the taste bad, that means Gwynner would have learned something already from them, but you've already got it. And then sometimes it just tastes bad. And if you can't eat it, it'll go, I know can eat. Let me see. A realm of eternal rain. Right. Not to be a cancelled, but I got cancer. I say gleefully. Oh, basilisks. Basilisks are scary. They can petrify you. So one of my rules is, if you get petrified, you must cleanse it before the battle ends. So having jelly is fantastic. I'm a bit annoyed not having. Do I have any more ice boosting spurt magic? Nah. There is something I want to fight here, if I can get it. There we go. These buggers, and I say that with a lot of contempt for them, because instantly going for a mug. Right. He needs to go first. Have that ability. I want that ability. That's not enough. I think you'll just outright kill it, won't you? Yeah. Right, so maybe a single fire and Freya will do enough. I really shouldn't be farming, actually. Right, so he's learned jelly, but I'm actually going to take it off and give it to Vivi. We're going to proceed because we've got some more forced encounters, so we might as well level from these. Bonk you a stick. Oh, you died twice. That's impressive. At this rate, we'll have plenty of money for Trino. Well, this ain't bad, actually. I can deal with this. And hopefully I can stop. I hate when you steal my stuff. Can I run away now? Yeah. Mm. How can I deal with that? The issue with vices is trying to get them before they can mug you. Could I wager if I could? I wager I imagine if I could. Well, I can't even eat that. No, I can't. I just died. I imagine if I can get a frog drop off, I could probably eat it the turn after with Quina, but because it'll probably mug by then, it'll probably escape before I get a chance to find out. But let's try it. There's a mimic here, so oh, you call it before the battle starts. That's not fair. Frog drop the magic vice, attack the magic vice, speed through reverse. That's my job. There we go. Stop eating me. That's my job. Level 12 would be ideal here. Because that way I can then level up. Yeah, I got a spare one. If I get level 12 here, I can then level up on in Clara and get White Wind possibly. I'm kind of curious if I can actually eat it for anything. Tastes bad, so I would have learned something from it, I think. Oh, wow. My game just crashed. Yeah. Well, fantastic. Let's boot that back up again. Thankfully, we have auto saves. You can go away. You can just die. You got a notification of the game. You started the game again. Oh right, Steam. Right, yeah. Right. Ideally, I will get Dragon Killer. But then again, Dragon Killer's not too big a deal because there's no dragons. There's no dragons. I have no care. So Freya was having some moments of doubt about what's happening. But she can't bear to see her kingdom the way it is, and she don't dare have believe that her king has died. Then some soldiers show up and threaten you because they see VV. Go this way. Ah, one more mimic. Well, you die now. Oh, well. Someone's definitely dying. Alright, that's fine. The Mithril Spear is more important here. Kind of. Raised wind's always nice to have. Get ourselves a Thunder Lightning Staff. Talk to you, get the items. We have. No, 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 thank you. We could buy some more stuff here. We'll buy another one of them. Oh, look, Dragon Killer. Imagine that. So I can give you jelly now. Yeah. Alright, so. It doesn't really matter if in the front or back row. So with this fight, Phoenix Downs are allowed in battle to protect you from Beatrix's one shots, essentially. As I said earlier, if you don't get them back up before Beatrix ends the battle, they're dead forever. Right now, she's remembering the past when Fratley warned her about someone called Beatrix, and then he disappeared to travel the world. And now we get introduced to Mysterious Man, or whatever it's called. Mystery Man, there you go. So he's the creator of the Black Mages. They're looking for the king, but she tells them they're probably going to declare her. And now a guard shows up. Like a tit. Hey, look, it's your favourite boss, be it, Will. And the first one to move is me. Nope, it is not me. Oof. How much is Blizzard gonna do? Hey, look, if Phoenix down, that's like they expected you to. That's 2 turns already. You just sound like a sore loser. Wow, the magic spells really go poorly. That's quite funny, in all fairness. So if I was using the ice dash I could have stolen, it would have been doing about 1,300 damage here. She's being very nice and only using physical attacks apparently. Will I actually live? Hey, I don't lose at Final Fantasy 9 unless I'm doing challenge runs. There's a difference. You lose on sheer stupidity. Not thinking the timer carries on. Ah, there it is. Who's dead? No, oh, baby. I love this. I love Freya for her useless strength. I'm not a sore loser. I like whining for the sake of it. Oh, that's a lot of damage, holy. There we go. We got lucky. We got very lucky and only got one shot in that entire encounter. I think that's very lucky. And no one was dead at the end, so we get to keep them all. Mwahaha. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my noise gate. You're picking up my gulping, my breathing earlier, and I wasn't very impressed with that.